Dr. Pina Lo-Giudice is an internationally known naturopathic physician. And when we talk with Dr. Lo-Giudice, we usually talk with her about food, but today it's something different. We're talking about makeup.
Yes.
I didn't think that health and makeup was something that we needed to be concerned about until I met Noreen Diani of The Organic Face.
Right. Yeah, most people actually don't think about it because they think, well, what I'm doing must be okay, my skin doesn't react, or maybe it reacts a little, so that people don't think about what they put on their body. But it is really important because just like I talk about the foods that you ingest, it's crucial to think about the foods, the stuff that you put on your skin, because basically 60% of anything that you use does get absorbed and can change your physiology.
When you say absorbed, I mean, does it just go in there and then dissipate or evaporate? Or?
Well, you know, your body reacts to it. So your skin, which is your largest organ, does suck in all this stuff that you have on here, that you're applying to your body, and then your body needs to respond to it like it would any food or any other chemical that you're interacting with.
When I heard about this at first, I thought, I'm going to look at some of the labels of some of the products that there are out there, and it's not just makeup, is it?
No, it could be your baby shampoo, it could be your skincare, the shampoo, your body cream, the perfumes on your body, everything that you use. You know, most women today use a minimum of 12 products a day. So that's a lot of stuff that they're putting on.
You're talking about shampoo, soap.
Right, just think about your
Stuff
daily
on your
regimen.
face.
Like, what do you use? The soap that you wash your face, the shampoo, the conditioner, the body cream, and then women have various forms of makeups that they use. So much stuff that, you know, women really should be looking at and considering, and men.
So what's the stuff that's bad?
Oh my gosh, there's a big list of things. Probably the biggest one that's the most frightening, maybe people have heard about, are parabens. You could find that, you know, if you look at any shampoo bottle.
Okay, well, I have some right
Okay.
here. I'm not going to show the label because
Okay.
we're not after any kind of assassination type thing. But interestingly, there are ingredients in here.
That most people can't pronounce.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's really.
That doesn't make them bad, though.
Well, yes. Well, the thing is this. I mean, they're definitely not natural. And, you know, because when you think about soap, you know, 100 years ago, people used to make their own soap very simply. But now, because everything is so highly processed, things are more chemical-based. And what we're finding is that, you know, because the government actually does not even have to do any health studies or any pre-market research on what these ingredients do to our body, we actually are finding that, you know, there is some long-term detriment of using these things on a day-to-day basis. So getting back to what I was saying about those parabens, is that the parabens themselves are highly carcinogenic. They've been shown to increase cancer growth. They've been shown to be what's called an endocrine disruptor, so it means it disrupts our hormones. So it interrupts a woman's hormones, so it can interfere with her menstrual cycle or her fertility, and even for a man. So it's really significant.
Oh man. Well, okay. So here, let's look at something else. It's a coconut scrub, a soap.
Right.
I mean, you know, it's coconut. So what can be bad about
Well,
that?
you know, I think it's really more so what people find confusing, that it's really a coconut scent. You know, when you look at the ingredients here, you see fragrance, and you know, fragrance is also another word for a paraben. And actually, so again, it's very confusing, you know, for the consumer to see, you know, like, well, this must be okay, like I said before, because, you know, it seems all right. But really, people need to be investigating what they're putting on their body.
All right, here's something else. I mean, it's a lotion. I put lotion on my face, and lots of people do. I mean, men, women, and it's kind of like an everyday thing.
Right.
But you say that lotions aren't necessarily good.
It's the same thing. You know, when you look at the ingredient list, usually the ingredient lists are a laundry list long. And, you know, and that's the thing that I tell my patients to look out for. If it's really that long of a list and a lot of words that you don't know what they are, I really tell patients try to avoid it and try to look at things that are more natural and organic, because you know that if you could put it on a cracker, your body cream, you could put it on a cracker and eat it, you know it's okay to put it on your skin.
Well, when we were talking with Noreen Diani of The Organic Face, I just asked her, I said, can we really eat this stuff? And she said, yes, you can.
Right.
not
Yeah.
necessarily know that you really would like the taste, but
No, I mean, the thing is that she uses ingredients like shea butter, which is a natural ingredient, and aloe, which is also, we all know, is a natural ingredient. And what's the great thing about this company that I'm really excited about is that these things are not just natural, so you don't have to worry about any long-term detriment, but these things are actually nourishing for the skin. So they're very healing as well. So you don't have, so if you already have a prior skin issue, whether it's acne or rosacea, psoriasis, or eczema, you could feel confident that what you're putting on actually is not only going to make you look good, but it actually can help the skin heal.
all right, I got to tell you, I'm a typical self-centered man. And as a self-centered man and one who's on television, I've done over 1,200 live interviews. I have to
Amazing.
use a lot of makeup.
Yep.
And I happened to show you my makeup ahead of time, and you said you had some things that you wanted to reveal. I'm going to get it.
Let's
right
point it
here.
out.
And so this right here is my makeup.
Right.
And there we peel back the label,
Right.
and unfortunately there's some bad things I hear.
Yeah, so this is what I'm so glad we're talking about this, even for your sake, is because one of the main ingredients in this is something called propylene glycol. Now, propylene glycol is the active ingredient in antifreeze. So you're putting antifreeze on your skin.
Oh.
So, and then of course that's been linked to liver and kidney damage. So that's something that you don't want to be putting on your body at all. So it's a little bit frightening.
Yeah, just a little.
Right. You know, another ingredient is something called PEG 20. Now, again, as a consumer, you'd be like, well, what's that? I don't know what that is. But actually, that's a chemical that actually will lower your immune system. It actually promotes or encourages the aging skin. So it's going to make you look older rather than better. So it's exactly what you're trying to avoid.
Yeah, right. We don't want that.
No. And then again, it also has a list of parabens, which I mentioned before are that, you know, carcinogenic ingredient. It changes your hormones. It's just very disruptive that way. And then lastly, it has alumina. And alumina, which is aluminum, has also been very tightly linked to Alzheimer's disease. So, you know, you're looking at a list of things that you are having, you know, putting on your skin. So everybody needs to look at what they're using on a daily basis.
Wow. So why hasn't this come out before? Here, I'll take that back
Thanks.
from you because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to spread that. Why hasn't this come out before?
You know, unfortunately, I wish I knew. I think it's just, you know, they don't do enough research on it. It's very easier. It's easier for companies to put chemicals together than really closely consider this ingredient list. And so what Noreen did is that she had an issue herself with her own health, and she decided to make a change because her skin wasn't reacting well. So she created something that she could feel very confident and comfortable. And I use it myself. I use it. I recommend it to my patients because at least I know, you know, as a woman, as a mother of a daughter, that I really don't want my daughter using chemicals, you know, for the rest of her life that who knows what's going to do to her.
I get that with regard to kids because I'm a father of a almost 11-year-old, and so I guess what you're saying is that I need to avoid the chemicals for her too.
Right, because you think, you know, she's only 12 years old, my daughter's only 5 years old, and this is their entire life. You know, and girls are, you know, experimenting with makeup earlier in their, you know, it's not 13.
Too early from my standpoint.
Right, and I agree. And, you know, so you're thinking about what they're doing on a cumulative effect, and you're finding that a lot of these ingredients are neurotoxic, these cancer promoters, these hormone disruptors. And again, you know, until the government does enough research to show, you know, how damaging these things have to be, you have to be, as a consumer, more of your own advocate to say, you know what, I can't use that stuff and I need to look at things that are more organic.
So like with food, in makeup, organic's the way to go.
Absolutely.
Dr. Lo Giudice, thank you very much.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.